my name is Haley. I'm going to be your Pilates instructor today.
Hello.
Is there anything I need to know about your body before we get started?
Nope.
Are you okay with tactile corrections?
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to get started. So we are on the Cadillac today. So a little bit about the Cadillac. It originated from Joseph Pilates. It is a very big, it's an expensive apparatus that we're going to be using today. It differs a little bit from the Springboard. The Springboard is more accessible version, and it is less supportive than the Cadillac.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna get started. Scooch out a little bit. We're gonna lay it all the way down onto our mat. Yep, just be careful going underneath our bar. So this is our push-through bar, and we are on one blue spring. All right, so whenever you're ready, feet are gonna be in parallel, hip distance apart. We're gonna externally rotate from the hips. Yep, beautiful. And we're gonna grab onto our bar. I'm gonna have you scooch back just a little bit. So wrists are gonna be right above our shoulders. All right, we are going to engage our core. Oh, spine. Spine is gonna be in neutral. All right, we are going to extend the arms up, and we are getting into protraction and retraction. So protracting the shoulders up, and then retracting it back, keeping that collarbone nice and open, keeping that spine in neutral. All right, take an inhale here, protract the shoulders up, and then retract them back, feeling the shoulder blades glide down the back. All right, one more just like that. And then bring them back down. Beautiful job. All right, bend the elbows, bring the bar all the way in. Beautiful. I'm gonna have you shimmy out. I'm gonna cap cut. All right, we are laying in neutral spine. The feet are hip distance apart. Wrists are gonna be right above our armpits. Take an inhale to prepare. On the exhale, you're extending the elbows up. And we're gonna get into protraction and retraction. So we're gonna protract the shoulders forward, hands lift high into the sky, and then retract the shoulders back, allowing the shoulder blades to glide down our back. Take an inhale, protract the shoulders up, and on the exhale, retract the shoulders back. All right, one more time. And then on the exhale, bring the shoulders back down. Beautiful job. Bend the elbows in. And we're gonna shimmy this way. Beautiful job. And now we are going to get into our teaser. So we're gonna switch the settings here. So we're gonna use the push through bar, but we're gonna bring it above. All right, so we are gonna lay on down with our head into the push-through bar. Beautiful. Feet are going to be hip distance apart. So I'm going to assist you here. So basically, the push-through bar in the blue spring is just going to assist you when you're coming on up to your teaser. So I'm gonna pull this bar down. Wrists are gonna be right above our armpits. All right, good. Take an inhale to prepare. On the exhale, you're gonna bend the neck in. You're gonna flex through that spine, coming into your teaser. Legs are gonna lift. Beautiful. Take an inhale here. And on the exhale, bring it back down. Beautiful job. We're gonna do that again. Take an inhale to prepare, and on that exhale, legs are moving at the same time as our upper body, starting with our neck. Lift that chest a little bit higher, shoulders out of our arms, so shoulder blades going down our back, collarbone nice and open. Take an inhale here, and on the exhale, everything lowers at once with your head being the last thing to come down. Beautiful job. One more. Take an inhale to prepare. And on that exhale, curling the neck over. Keeping that core nice and strong. Lift that chest, lift, lift, lift. Shoulders out of your ears. Take an inhale here. On the exhale, all the way down. All right, beautiful job. You can let go of that bar. And beautiful. We are now getting into swan. So you can shimmy on up. All right, we are going to lay in prone on the Cadillac facing the pull through bar or push through bar. All right, back up a little bit this way. Our gaze is going to be onto the mat. JK, move up a little bit. All right, so we're going to be an arm's length away. Beautiful. Elbows are going to be extended. Feet are going to be hip distance apart. They are going to be flexed and externally rotated. Beautiful. So we're going to begin this movement by putting a bend in our elbows. Your spine is in neutral here. So whenever you're ready, take an inhale to prepare. On the exhale, you are bending the elbows until the bar is behind your head. And then you're going to begin by lifting the spine and extending the arms up. Relax that neck. Beautiful. All right, we're going to lower down that bar. And then as you lower down the bar, your upper torso comes on down. Beautiful. We're going to do that twice more, keeping that spine in neutral. Take an inhale to prepare. Exhale, flex the elbows until that bar is behind your head. Lift the chest, extend the arms up. Take an exhale here. All right, bend the elbows and lower the chest at the same time. One more time, make sure you're flexing the feet. Externally rotate from the hips. Take an inhale to prepare. On that exhale, you're bending the elbows. You're lifting the chest. The gaze follows. Beautiful. Take an inhale. Exhale, pull that bar down. And push it all the way out. All right, I'm going to hold on to this bar. You can shimmy out from it. Good job. So we are going to set up the Cadillac for the trapeze and the pull-ups. All right, we are getting into a trapeze pull-up position. So we are beginning by being in a nice standing upright position. Feet are going to be hip distance apart. We are going to grab a hold of the grippies, the outside. Yep, perfect. So take an inhale to prepare, and on the exhale, you're going to bring your right foot to the pad. You're going to externally rotate the foot. Make sure that foot is flexed. Beautiful. So hold onto the bar, and then whenever you're ready, sink down the hips, and you can put the other leg up. Make sure the hips are externally rotated and the feet are flexed. So we're in this nice V position. So take an inhale to prepare. Exhale, you're going to activate through your glutes and bring your body up to a nice neutral position. Beautiful. Take an inhale here. On the exhale, you're going to pull your body up. Beautiful. Bring it back down. All right, we're going to do 2 more just like this. Pulling your chest up, bringing it back down. 1 more here. Up and down. Lower the hips down to that V position, and then you're going to lower 1 foot at a time. All right, we are all set up for our half hang with the fuzzy straps. So to begin, we're going to lay all the way down on our Cadillac. and our hands are gonna grab the outside of the tower. Beautiful. All right, so to prepare for the half hang, so I'm gonna twist the fuzzy, and you're gonna start by going up into a high bridge. So whenever you're ready, you're gonna lift both feet up onto my thighs, and then lift up into a bridge. All right, perfect. So we're gonna start with this foot. Whenever you put the strap in, externally rotate and keep this foot flexed, okay? All right, perfect. All right, do you feel secure?
Mm-hmm.
All right, whenever you're ready, just drop the hips and feel that nice release. All right, we're gonna lift back up, and I'm gonna carefully take you out, go back into your bridge, and then we're gonna hinge everything down at once. Beautiful.